Hello everyone, my name is Akriti and today I'm going to be presenting my PowerPoint presentation for the exhibition. My topic was space science and my subtopic was celestial bodies. So the central idea for my topic was space exploration leads to understanding the universe. The lines of inquiry for my subtopic were types of celestial bodies, interaction between Earth and the celestial bodies, and technology used to study the universe. So this is what I'm going to be taking you through, you all through. So first I'm going to start with the starting of the universe, which is also known as the Big Bang, the beginning of the solar system, types of celestial bodies, and so on. The Big Bang. The Big Bang is how astronomers explain the way the universe began. It is the idea that the universe began as just a single point, then expanded and stretched to grow as large as it is now, and it could still be stretching. The starting of the solar system. Approximately 4.5 billion years ago, gravity pulled a cloud of dust and gas together to form a solar system. Scientists believe that the solar system was formed when a cloud of gas and dust in space was disturbed, maybe by the explosion of a nearby star. So celestial bodies. A celestial body is any natural body outside the Earth's atmosphere, which includes bodies like stars, moons, planets, black holes, asteroids, meteors, galaxies, supernovas, nebulas, etc. I will be telling you about these celestial bodies in the next few slides. So, as you know, our solar system has 8 planets and they're divided into 2 parts. The first are terrestrial planets, the first 4 planets from the Sun. So, these are rocky planets made up of rocks or metals with a hard surface. Terrestrial planets also have a molten heavy metal core, few moons, and features like valleys, volcanoes, and craters. In our solar system, there are 4 terrestrial planets that are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. So, Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system and it is the closest to the Sun. It is about 36 million miles away. One day in Mercury takes 59 Earth days, and for it to complete a whole orbit takes us 88 Earth days. Mercury is a rocky planet. Mercury has a solid cratered surface much like the Earth's moon because it's a terrestrial planet. Mercury's thin atmosphere or exosphere is composed of these chemicals as oxygen, sodium, hydrogen, helium, and potassium. Mercury has no moons and no rings. No evidence of life has been found on Mercury because of the temperatures. Venus, it's almost the same size as Earth and it's the second closest planet to the Sun. It's about 67 million miles away. A day on Venus lasts 243 Earth days because it spins backwards, while the Sun rising in the west and setting in the east. Venus's solid surface is a volcanic landscape covered with many plains featuring high volcanic mountains and vast rigid plateaus. Venus has no moons and no rings, and because of the greenhouse effect, the clouds surrounding Venus, Venus is the hottest planet. At an average degrees, the surface reaches up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead. While the surface rotates slowly, the winds blow at hurricane force, sending clouds completely around the planet every 5 days. Earth, our home sweet home. If the Sun were as tall as the typical front door, Earth would be the size of a nickel. Earth orbits our Sun, the star. Earth is the third planet from the Sun at about the distance of 93 million miles away. A day on Earth lasts 24 hours. Earth makes a complete orbit in 365 days. Earth is a rocky planet with a solid surface that includes plains and more. Most of our planet is covered with water. Earth's atmosphere is 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, 1% other ingredients. The perfect balance for life. Earth has 1 moon and no rings, and it's a perfect place for life as we know it. Mars. Mars is the second planet in our solar system. This is the second smallest planet in our solar system. Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun at an average distance of about 142 million miles away. One day on Mars takes a little over 24 hours. Mars's atmosphere is made of mostly carbon dioxide, argon, nitrogen, and a small amount of oxygen and water vapor. Mars has 2 moons and it's known as a red planet because of the iron minerals present in the atmosphere and the surface. So as I told you, it has the solar system has 8 planets. So the other set are the Jovian planets. The Jovian planets orbit further away from the sun. They are much larger than the terrestrial planets and are quite different from them in terms of structure and composition. For example, they have no solid surface and their outer layers are composed mostly of light gas. Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Jupiter orbits our sun about 484 million miles away. Jupiter is a gas giant and so lacks the Earth-like surface. Jupiter's atmosphere is made up of mostly hydrogen and helium. Jupiter's greatest spot is a gigantic storm that's about twice the size of Earth and has raged for over a century. Saturn. Saturn is the second biggest planet in the solar system and known for its exotic and beautiful rings. It is the sixth planet from the Sun and orbits about 886 million miles away. Uranus. Uranus is about 4 times wider than Earth. Uranus takes about 70 hours to rotate once and about 84 Earth years to complete an orbit. Uranus is an ice giant. Most of its mass is a hot, dense fluid of icy materials that include water, methane, ammonia above a small rocky core. Neptune is the last planet from the Sun and it is 4 times wider than Earth. It takes about 16 hours to rotate once and about 165 Earth years to orbit the Sun. It is made of the same things like Uranus. Moons. So moons are natural satellites that orbit a larger body or object. Our very own Earth has a moon named Selene by the Greeks and Luna by the Romans. There are 200 moons in a solar system which mostly orbit larger planets. They come in different shapes and sizes. Black hole. A black hole is a place in space where gravity pulls so much not even light can escape. The gravity is so strong because matter has been squeezed into a tiny space. This can happen when a star is dying. Comets, asteroids and meteors. They are leftovers from the formation of a solar system 4.6 billion years ago. While the planets and moons have changed over the millennia, many of these small chunks of ice, rock and metals have not. Stars. Stars are huge celestial bodies mostly made of hydrogen and helium that produce light and heat. Aside from our sun, the dots that we see in the sky are light years away from our Earth. Nebulas and supernovas. A nebula is a giant cloud of dust and gas in space. Some nebulae come from the gas and dust thrown out by an explosion of a dying star, such as a supernova. What is supernova? This is the last stage of a star, a massive explosion generated by a dying star. When the star runs out of hydrogen to fuse, the star fuses helium into heavier elements, including iron. The star's core shrinks while its outer layers expand, creating a red giant. Galaxies. Galaxies are sprawling systems of dust, gas, and matter, and have millions and trillions of stars held together. Nearly all large galaxies are thought to contain a supermassive black hole in the center, like a Milky Way has a black hole, Sagittarius. Interaction between the Earth and the Sun and the Moon. The Moon orbits the Earth once per month, and the Earth orbits the Sun once per year. This happens because all bodies with mass in the universe attract because of the gravity. The Earth's pull on the Moon keeps the Moon in orbit, and the Sun's pull keeps the Earth in orbit. Because of this interaction, you can have phases and eclipses, sea tides on Earth, the seasons of the year, and gradual changes in orbit, rotation, and tilt. Technology or instruments that are used to study the universe. Over time, the efforts to understand our universe has drastically increased. To acquire knowledge, us human beings have made some developments in technology that are used to study outer space. I will be revealing few of the technology that we have used. So, the first ever telescope made was made in 1608. These were called refractor telescopes. They were made by Hans Lippershey. A spectrogram is an instrument used to obtain and record an astronomical spectrum, and so on. So this is a model I created. This is a solar system you can see over here. These are facts about the planets, and these are facts about the solar system, like in the front. I would like to thank my teachers, Shima ma'am, Vaishnavi ma'am, Renaud sir, and Sri Devi ma'am for supporting and guiding me throughout the exhibition process. I had a lot of fun. Thank you.